The two soft spots you see on your newborn's head is called the fontanelles. I will start by explaining the anatomy of the skull so you understand why the two soft spots are there. The skull is a bone that comprises of 5 different bones: the 2 frontal bones, the 2 parental bones, and 1 occipital bone. Where the frontal and parietal bone meets is where you see the anterior fontanelle, the soft spot at this area. Where the 2 parental bones and 1 occipital bone meet is where you see the posterior fontanelle, the fontanelle at the back of your baby's head. The fontanelles, the 2 fontanelles are very important because during labor and delivery, it helps the head of the baby to pass through the birth canal. It helps you to know when the baby is healthy or sick. If the fontanelle is facing inward, it shows that the child is dehydrated. The child needs to be rehydrated by either giving enough breast milk if the child is being exclusively breastfed, or you give enough liquid water intake if the child is not exclusively breastfed. If you notice that the fontanelle is swollen, it shows that there is either bleeding or infection in the brain. The fontanelle doesn't need any special treatment. It closes on its own. In fact, the posterior fontanelle closes earlier than the anterior one closes when the child is between 7 to 24 months. It closes on its own. But when the child is up to 24 months and the anterior fontanelle hasn't closed, then you need to visit a health facility. You need to visit a hospital. So debunk every information that tells you that this anterior fontanelle is intimacy, that it is not supposed to be there. It is supposed to be there because it has its own medical importance. It helps the brain of the baby to develop. It helps the skull of the child to develop as well. So the fontanelle has medical importance and it should be there. It closes on its own.